I find myself reaching for you every night. I know you aren't here. It's been years since you left, but when the moon is a silver pearl illuminating pitch sky, I find myself reaching across our bed, fingers tangling in silk sheets like a perfect impression of your hand. And I reach until I'm falling off the bed, wishing I could pull you home. It's so easy to imagine the tide shifting under my touch. The salt air and waves rising and falling with my hand, and you'd wash up on shore, and we'd be able to pretend that this was all a dream. But I guess it's never that simple. You would have thought I lost track of the years, but the yellow piece of paper has steadily recorded the time. Day after day, it pools with black ink, sinking and staining the desk you used to work at. After 10 years, I thought my heart would crack. But another 10 followed. And year after year, suitors have washed up on Ithaca's shores like some sort of plague. They're begging for my hand in marriage, insisting you had died because there was no way you could be alive. They claw at me, these boisterous young men who creep and hide in the shadows. And I don't want their crude hands staining our home, their ironclad voices grating like metal in my ears. And I wish I could lose the perfect portrait of patience. Let the sea of calm just wash off of my face like some hypnotic hurricane barreling toward shore. And my smile would falter, and soft words would turn to steel. And in that moment of rebellion, I would shout from the rooftops that I will never love another, and I will be waiting for you until my bones turn to dust and I am sleeping in a dirt-soaked grave. But I can't break my composure and give them a reason to rebel against my wishes. My patience is the only thing keeping them at bay. And so I try to replace their harsh tones with your warm timbre. But it never works. Instead, I sit and I weave. I weave and unravel this tapestry, this silk thread that's become my lifeline. It's the only thing keeping me from satiating their hungry mouths. I unravel the tapestry until my hands are stinging and my fingers bleed, staining the green canvas. Because there's nothing else for me to do. I am sinking into wet, sticky sand, and this is the only thing tying me to shore. It's the only decision I can make for myself because you are lost at sea and I can't wait for you to come and save me. I need to keep myself afloat. You have been gone for 20 years. And still hope is burning a hole in the pit of my stomach because there is a possibility that you are gone. Drowned in some sea or devoured by monsters that haunt the cliff sides. Poseidon doesn't return the dead to those that loved them. He keeps them like a treasured prize. And so you might be sitting at the bottom of the ocean, forever out of reach. But I keep telling myself that I would know. I would know if you had died, because my heart would splinter and crack and I would stop trying to pull you home. I would feel the sucker punch to the gut and my world fading away. But I'll never know for sure. And that keeps me up at night. I'll gaze out into the garden and think about our nights together tangled in the olive grove. Drunk on each other and on the wine spilling out of our glasses and soaking our skin. The summer air breathed starlight on the night our son was born. And that memory is forever glued to my mind. And yet, our son has grown. And he's now the age that you were when you left. He doesn't have fond memories to lull him to sleep. You are a fuzzy omen in his mind. You're a constant reminder of something completely unattainable. And the gods are pushing us away from the idea of you. The seasons change and lines are etched in my brow. And still, I sit and weave and unravel. Because I refuse to have my decisions taken away from me. I promised those suitors a future with a white dress because there was nothing else for me to do. I am a woman. And to them, that means that my words have no worth. The only thing I have control over is this tapestry, illuminated by the night sky. So night after night, I carefully unravel, letting silk threads cascade across my flying fingers. And it helps the pressure in my chest loosen, so that I can finally heave a sigh. The decision I am being forced to make is held at bay for just a moment, and I lose myself in a hope-filled sunrise. that you'll come dancing across those turquoise waves, a broad smile flashing across your mouth. I'll no longer be forced to present a soft smile to horrible men. I won't have to hide in my room. I'll have my voice back. And so I'll never give up on you.